hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ in the studio with me.
What do you got, man? What are we doing?
We got a lot of stuff to cover today because, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and we have our fingers on the pulse of the world travel economy. And it is the heartbeat that we're feeling is kind of, I don't know, it's like a fibrillation, you know, or like where it goes out of sync on your Apple Watch. It's like, hey, you got issues, man.
I don't have an Apple Watch.
Arterial fibrillation. I think that's the technical term.
You have no idea what you're saying, do you?
Yes, I do. I do.
Hey, Fib.
See?
Thank
Jerry
you,
the diver guy stepping in
Somebody
as our medical
help this
professional.
guy. Somebody help him.
Yeah. He's doing the.
We need Dr. Doug right now.
That's true. We probably do, but we do have our fingers on the pulse of that, because you know, with all this stuff with Ukraine and Russia, inflation, all that. You know, I thought we were out of the woods because we're, you know, COVID is gone.
Not so fast.
And all the islands around the world for dive destinations are all opening up. They want to bring the divers back, and now we got some other crap on the radar that's like, you know, and I'm wondering if it's starting to create another problem.
No.
For our dive event, not for our crew.
Don't think like that. Let's be positive.
Well, I am.
Just stay away from that area for a while, and I think you're good.
Well, I just want to put, you know, I'm stating the obvious. It's on everybody's mind a little bit, but it's not keeping our crew from going out and celebrating our 25-year anniversary.
Oh, hell no.
We're going to do this at the end of the month. It culminates April 1st, Fool's Day, which is the 25-year anniversary of Scuba Radio.
Was that on purpose, or that was just a coincidence?
No, that was on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when we started 25 years ago?
Yeah.
No, that was that was like right after we started the show. I was like, hey, you know, our anniversary is on April Fool's Day. What are the odds?
That's okay.
365, evidently.
Back then, you were
to
probably
one.
just hoping to make it to 1 year.
That's true. I didn't think we were going to have an anniversary, let alone worry about that it came on April Fool's Day. But you know, it ended up being apropos. So, you know, there you go.
Totally.
And it's Bubble Boy's birthday to boot.
And where the hell is he?
I don't know. What happened to him?
I have not heard from him, so he has no excuse.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't know. We got crew missing in action. I know we have some mermaids joining us, or at least one. But they're dragging a little bit, too, today. At some point, they have threatened to join us on the show. Mermaid Kristen, who was at Mermagicon last week, as we had her on towards the end of the show.
Somebody made her disappear.
Well, it was magic, I guess. So we'll find out firsthand. But you know, are any of these stories, these world events that we find ourselves in again, are they affecting your dive travel? I hope not. But you know,
So
it's
far,
impossible not to notice. And I will tell you, you know, I've been having a lot of conversations with dive companies and destinations around the world that want to host Scuba Radio, have us come out do some stuff from their island, you know, as part of the 25-year anniversary of Scuba Radio, but also just to open up the islands back to
Get in
divers.
line, folks. Can only be in one place at one time.
That's a good point. But you know, the big thing is that they want the world to know, like, hey, we're open for business. COVID is over. Come on down.
Cool.
Visit us. Dive with us. We're ready for you. And that's pretty much across the board. But now you got these other events, and you kind of wonder, like,
we can
geez.
help with that.
Well, we were here to help them spread the word, right? And so the promotion of this opening back up to divers is best. They got their pedal to the metal right now, and despite all those world events that we find ourselves, will that have us pump the brakes a little bit? I hope not. I'm not seeing it yet, but I'm a little concerned. But I wouldn't want people to stop. That's why I think it's important just to go ahead and book stuff in advance now. Take into account the situation with inflation and gas prices, for instance. Are you better off waiting and purchasing your airline ticket, say, to the Bahamas, Fiji, Cayman Islands, or wherever you want to go and do your next dive adventure? Are you better off getting those airplane tickets now, or waiting, a few weeks or just a couple
life
weeks?
is short. Do it.
No,
when
get
you
it
can.
now.
Yeah,
Lock in your price now, because it looks like fuel prices are a little bit high, and they're probably not going to go down. So, if anything, if you're concerned about that kind of stuff, is working ahead, pick where you want to go and just schedule it out and book it as sooner as opposed to later, because you can keep those budgetary constraints in check.
Amen.
Before things get worse, which they could. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But hey, if you got it scheduled, and then you're kind of locked in. And you're good, and then it gives you something to look forward to. That's kind of how I look at it.
Amen.
And I think it makes sense. Now, Caradonna Dive Adventures, they are a travel wholesale company, and basically they have a lot of experts that tell you how to navigate, whether it's COVID restrictions or how the different mask mandates are. But who knows? I mean, they obviously know if there's any other issues with airline tickets or price increases and things like that. That's why you use them. They don't cost you anything to go through them, and have them as your travel consultant, so to speak. They have an arrangement with the different properties, but you're not going to get a better deal by bypassing them. You're only going to be doing yourself a favor by working with them and having someone else on your side to help you navigate all the issues of hey, where should I go? When should I go? This is the type of diving I want to do. That's why they're there. It's a free service to you, so you have nothing to lose. And they're constantly trying to educate divers around the world with seminars that they do periodically. And one's coming up this Thursday for Belmar Oceanfront Apartments in Bonaire. And I think they're part of the Buddy Dive group as well. I'm not actually. I guess it is. It's one of the oceanfront apartment. The apartments. One of the accommodation options you have if you go to Buddy Dive in Bonaire. And this Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, the dive instructor at Belmar is going to be giving a webinar, so to speak, and taking you on a little tour, verbally and probably with some videos and pictures on Caradonna's website. So it's free. It's open to anyone. There's no strings attached. But if you want to learn about the accommodations at Belmar Oceanfront Apartments there with Buddy Dive in Bonaire, here's your opportunity to go learn a little bit. And you may see, it's like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I'll go there.
You had me at Oceanfront Bonaire.
Yes, Oceanfront Apartments. Yeah, and I see a picture of it right here. It is pretty sweet. But once again, hats off to Caradonna Dive Adventures for putting these these free events out there for folks. I mean, it's good. Even if you don't book it right away, it just gives you something to look at and see what they offer and go, you know what? I'm going to put that one on the list.
Plant the seed.
Yeah.
In your little dirt head.
Okay. I don't know. Why would it be a
I'm just
dirt?
Continuing the analogy.
Okay.
Carry on.
Gotcha. But yeah, it would be, it just make you that much more educated and your diving options. And Caradonna is there to use and abuse. So take advantage of it this Thursday. And once again, you can go to caradonna.com. There should be a link right there. If you have any issues, just email us here at ScubaRadio. It's up there on Facebook and the whole thing, whole deal. Now, up on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch today, you can plainly see the ScubaRadio Scuba Squad, which is at the moment made up of Jerry the Diver Guy and Vinny Two Tanks.
I mean, we're a little light, but if you had to pick two, You know, there's two
they'd be the
more.
last
Look
two.
at that. Boom.
There we go.
And
Boom.
on cue.
Oh, God.
Now the slacker has arrived.
Bubble Boy has just chimed in as well as Mermaid Kristen. So just in the nick of time, because then we were really concerned. It was only going to be Jerry and Vinny. And, you know.
Hey, well, that was the best, buddy.
Okay. No, I didn't say. But you know, the more the merrier. Or, you know, the yin of Jerry's yang. I don't know. I'm not sure
what are you talking about.
It's a mess. We just avoided. That's what it is. And Kristen is here with us to do a recap of our MagicCon. So she's with us. Bubble Boy with us is now, who wins the award for best background, best virtual background.
He puts a lot of thought into it.
He really does. They're borderline creepy. You can see it on Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Conventional underwater scooters can be heavy, unwieldy, and underpowered. At just over 8 pounds and with speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, the Scuba Jet Pro dive scooter is a game changer and fits in your dive bag. The Scuba Jet Pro uses an eco-friendly jet engine with impeller technology. With adapters, it can even power paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, and all kinds of water sports equipment. It's the most versatile scooter you'll ever own. Learn more and get the Scuba Jet Pro at ScubaJet.com. That's ScubaJet.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo with a buddy or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
We are a 4-man saturation dive team.
Get sorted out.
We're ready to leave surface.
Because there's too many fish in the sea. You know there's too many fish in the sea. I said there's short ones, tall ones, fine ones, kind ones. Too many fish in the sea.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. There can't be too many fish in the sea. There's just enough. I mean, the more fish, the merrier. I mean, as a diver, you want to see more of them, don't you, CJ?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm lost.
You're not a big fan of the fish.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The fish,
yeah, okay.
The fish in the sea that we as scuba divers go down and see.
Yeah, more the merrier.
S-E-E. We see them. The ones in the sea, S-E-A.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, right. Let's, maybe it's not fish that you're into. Maybe you're into mermaids, like Mermaid Kristen. And, and that is your creature of choice.
Keep
that
riffing.
You as a scuba diver.
Keep riffing. She's got a mouthful.
Oh,
keep riffing.
Excuse me?
Keep talking.
What is going on?
30 seconds.
What is happening?
I just took a bite of my biscuit from my lunch.
And that's a euphemism for what exactly?
Literal
hungry.
biscuit.
Okay. Oh, it is. Oh, there you go. She's holding her
Like honey
biscuit.
dripping off a hot biscuit.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, welcome, Kristen. Thanks for joining us after your adventures at Mermagicon, which was I don't know, I don't know, how many mermaids did they have at this event in Manassas, Virginia last weekend?
They had 600 mermaids at the time this year.
600 mermaids?
That's got to be
It was
all
the
of
biggest
them.
one that they've had.
Wow. That's a
I didn't know
lot.
there were
of
that many on the
Hey,
planet.
Hey,
Yeah, really.
Where was this at, Greg?
What do you mean?
Where was she at?
Mermagicon
No.
in Manassas, Virginia.
Manasses.
I
Right.
heard the way he said it too. I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna say
We
it.
covered this
God.
last week.
Exactly. Come on, catch up, Jerry.
Uh,
All right. So anyway, but 600 of them. Wow. So was there any kind of?
But how many good ones? Like 30?
Well, yeah, Kristen. She was obviously in the top 10. I mean, just look at her. Even with a mouthful of biscuit, she's quite easy
she's
on the
hanging
eyes.
in there like a hair in a biscuit.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, yeah. Well, how would you rate all the talent on display? I mean, was there a pageant? Was there a contest? A little bit of everything, or what?
So this year was not like last year where we did the Miss Mermaid USA pageant at MermagicCon. So there was no pageant.
Yeah.
Because there's not going to be a 2022 Miss Mermaid USA.
What?
but
Why?
because of scheduling. So they haven't, the current Miss Mermaid USA for 2021 and all the other countries who have won their
Yeah.
titles
Yeah.
haven't been able to compete for the international title yet. So they don't want to start a new one without the old ones being able to compete for international.
So they want
they're
to stretch it out a year to give the current crop their due, so to speak, too.
Yeah, to give them the
Hey, you
opportunity
snooze, you
because of
lose.
scheduling issues for all the countries because of COVID. So,
Right. What do you mean snooze
not
you
gonna-
lose, Jerry? Cut them some slack. I mean,
Come on, let
I mean,
them
we all
go.
just got to hold our titles for another year, so they already all are sending us new sashes and new crowns and everything
really?
like that. So,
So
yeah.
it'll say 2022.
Yes.
So you're going to be Miss Mermaid Virginia, right?
Yes.
For
Yep.
2022. Now she'll have 2 sashes for 21 and 22, twice as nice. Mermaid Kristen,
Yes.
how about that? So, so since they didn't do that aspect of it, what did they do? I mean, what
So they
kind of
do-
different events did they do last weekend?
They do the Mermaid Olympics, so I'm not really sure. I can't really remember exactly what what that entails, but I know it's a lot of like distance underwater swimming, doing tricks, things like that. It's a competition, so you get a medal at the end depending on if you won or not.
I like what you did there. Entails what it entails. Yeah, mermaid. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Take credit. You did it on purpose. I know you did.
They do.
God
They
bless
do a
you.
lot of open swim as well. So like
Yeah.
just everyone getting in the pool together. But it's fun to do that. And I got in the pool this time. I wasn't able to do it last year, but there's so many mermaids. It's sort of just like swimming and getting kicked a lot.
Sounds like yeah. It sounds like they're just throwing you in the pool, like a can of sardines, and you line them
Yeah.
up accordingly so you
But
can all fit. I mean, 600
there's-
mermaids. That's insane.
Well, they weren't all there at the same time, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was still a lot of people, and there's like a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent. There's one girl, who I've been following what her like tail making skills since she started. Her Instagram is called Creature Fins.
Yeah.
I don't actually know her name, but everyone just calls her Creature Fins. She made herself a full like creepy siren bodysuit, like mask and all. And
Really?
it was crazy realistic, like the underwater alien. That's what she looked like.
Huh. Okay. So she
I'll
had
have to
like
send you guys a photo of her.
like a latex bodysuit that she wore
Yeah.
along with her fin. Okay. And the point of
Yeah,
that
I'll
is
send
just
you-
to stand out kind of thing, you think, or
That's her
is she a
mermaid look. That's what she
germaphobe?
wanted.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's what she wanted. Honestly, she's never when all her stuff when she posts, she never really shows her face, and she never really
mystery.
says anything like that. Like she never shows oh, I'm this maker, I do that. I spoke to her and I had no idea who she was until later. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, did you think she was
'cause
crazy, or just
No,
like
I thought
really?
it was so cool.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I'm
trying
just
to find
checking.
the picture. If I find the picture of her, I'll send it to you guys on the group chat because
Okay.
you guys will. Oh, here it is. You guys will certainly appreciate it. But
Why do you assume this?
because it's cool, and you guys
Okay.
were really when the underwater aliens was the topic. You guys talked about it for weeks.
Well,
so-
yeah. I mean, underwater aliens. That's pretty awesome.
So that's kind of like the look she was going for.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, but
well, it sounds like it inspired you. Have you decided, maybe you'll take that deviation in your, mermaid presentations? Maybe you'll throw in a little outer worldly type of approach on one of your designs in the future?
I probably won't do like the full bodysuit and mask.
Yeah, that would be a bit much.
It's a little much.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Jerry seems to be a fan. He likes the idea. These are bodysuits, not body paint. Just so you were clear, Jerry. I don't want you to get your hopes up.
What's that matter?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's a matter of thickness.
Yeah, it is. It's a little
but if you
matter
guys
of
look at
degree.
the group chat, I just sent you a picture of it.
Okay, I'm looking. Keep talking.
They do like what I said last weekend. One of the things I was really liked about it is they just started. This is the first year we did anything scuba related. So they had an intro to scuba course there this year. They've always done. Now he's always there doing the mermaid class, like the level 1 mermaid class.
Right.
So there was the level 1 Nowie class. I don't know if the intro to scuba was Nowie or not.
Yeah. But now wasn't Patty there doing their thing too, which you belong to?
I was told that one of the Patty reps was going to be there, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything that was Patty. So I'm not really sure. I'll have to double check. I'll have to email them and ask and just be see if I just missed them because there's so many people.
Well, I'll tell you what, this alien mermaid picture she sent, it kind of looks like body paint, to be honest with you, but it's a real skin. So, but it's pretty high tech, kind of Hollywood like. All right, more coming up. We're finding more out about mermaids next. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Need an escape from reality for a while? Your favorite scuba action star, Mike Scott, is back in an all-new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys: Reefs Under Pressure. From the brilliant mind of author Eric Douglas comes the thriller that started it all. Listen as Mike unravels the death of a girl, the protest of new development, and the systemic destruction of coral reefs, all against the stunning backdrop of Grand Cayman Island. This one's got it all. Submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface. When he was ready and completely relaxed, he wrapped his arms through the straps of the seat cushion and gently slid into the water.
Dive back into adventure with Cayman Cowboys. Also available, Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish. Download all 5 audiobooks now at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, or audible.com.
People, let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me, and we're kind of taken aback. Mermaid Kristen, fresh from Mermagicon, last week in Manassas, Virginia, just sent us another picture of this alien mermaid. And it does look like one of those aliens from some sci-fi channel TV show. I mean, she really has went all out.
Kind of looks like the creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, it has elements of that. Yeah.
Video. Yeah.
There's that. That's a video. Is that what you said, Kristen?
Well, I sent 2 pictures and a video. I did a screen recording of her Instagram, where she posted a video of her swimming around at MerMagicCon in that.
So I mean,
pretty cool.
Yeah, people were pretty freaked out. I'm guessing, weren't they? I mean, that actually could be like some kind of big movie star. It could be like I don't know, Nicole Kidman or something. How would you know? There's no way to know, right?
Exactly. You'd never know.
Yeah, could be.
Secretly, that's what Rachel's doing as her little secret project that we're not supposed to know about yet.
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's working on some big Hollywood production or something, but she's not at liberty to tell us. She's under an NDA.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I did actually talk to her earlier today.
Good for you.
She won't tell me a damn thing.
I've tried to.
She's very dedicated to her craft. and protecting.
You could
her.
lose the whole gig if you blow that.
Exactly, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's money. So, but we'll find out eventually. She's working on something, but yeah, I mean that looks pretty cool. So, I mean that what was that girl's name again that did the whole body thing? They called her what? Alien mermaid creature. What is it? Creature something?
Creature fins.
Creature fins. All right.
Yeah.
So if you want to just do a Google search, surely it'll pop up and you can find those pictures and be creeped out like we are. Yeah. Actually, maybe it's not a costume at all. It's probably real underwater aliens.
We're just going to let that go, Greg.
No, it's the truth. We've uncovered the truth. The lost city of Atlantis, the whole thing. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Hey, man. Hey, what are you doing today? I don't know. I was kind of bored. You want to do something cool? Well, like what? We could go scuba dive. Oh, yeah, that sounds great. I've never done it before. Well, there's only a few things that you gotta do to be good at it, and it's really easy to learn. Here, I'll show you. Come with me.
Okay, everyone, let's get our gear on. Let's go for our dive. Tanks are right here.
Now, to be a scuba diver, it can be so much fun. Making memories and sharing good times in the sun. Descend with the quickness, equalize so you don't pop. To avoid decompression sickness, always make a safety stop. You know, gonna be a scuba diver. Gonna be an underwater survivor. Gonna be a scuba diver.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. Scuba Radio, Scuba Squad connected via the web, as you can see on YouTube Live, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Look out, Vinny Two Tanks. We got Jared the Diver Guy, Bubble Boy, and best of all, Mermaid Kristen, fresh from MerMagicCon last weekend in Manassas, Virginia. That's a really weird name for a city, but whatever.
Must have been a lot of dudes there.
Was there? I don't think so. 600 mermaids. There weren't a lot of dudes there, were there, Kristen?
There actually were a lot of mermen.
Oh, there were. What would you put the percentage at these days?
I mean, there wasn't really. I mean, obviously they were outnumbered.
5% of the 600. Yeah. And are they like doing the whole kind of, I don't know, what is it, like Aquaman type of thing, or is it more like they're trying to be more like mermen? I don't know how. I don't know what the proper pronoun is for.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
You're digging that hole deeper.
Just let her talk.
Okay. It's not a hole. It's more of a spring.
It's a hole.
Full of mermaids, and like think of Peter Pan, in Neverland.
It's like a black hole.
And they're all
bottom.
there's just 5 or 6 mermaids, just hanging around, staying wet so they don't dry out and become sea hags, that kind of thing. But it's a thing. There's a whole community of mermaids that we found out. When we started doing the mermaid thing on Scuba Radio years ago, it was just marketing shtick. Because when we go out to the dive shows, they would see me, they would see CJ, Jerry the diver guy, and like, holy crap, you guys really do have a face for radio. And we were like, what could we do to offset that unfortunate truth? I was like, how about mermaids? Yeah, divers like mermaids. Genius. They're in the water. And next thing you know, we have a traveling pod of mermaids. Genius. Don't leave home without them. And it seems to have worked over the years. But as you just use it as a kind of a thing, like, put them out there. All our mermaids are certified scuba divers. They are ambassadors to becoming a scuba diver. That's how we use them. But then you kind of find out about this whole other world of mermaids that has just taken over the planet. It's like vampires. There's people that really think they're real vampires. Did you run into any mermaids that actually think they really are mermaids, Kristen? The crazy
They do have there are some mermaids that'll do like the siren fangs.
Oh, really? Oh,
to go along with your vampire thing.
Oh, okay. All right. They've combined them a bit.
Obviously, we all think that we're real mermaids.
Well, of course. Yes. I mean, there's that. But then, the real crazy ones.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple here and there. Yeah.
There's some people who take it a little too seriously. Like,
yeah.
You'll find girls that are like, oh, you can't do this, like, be a mermaid here because I'm a mermaid here. Whereas, as opposed to like, why are you going to stop people? Like, whenever there's other mermaids in the area, I'm like, hey, come join me. It's more fun with more than one person.
Wait. What do you mean? And the mermaids are like territorial?
Like corner.
Yeah.
Some girls take it too seriously. Like, they're like catty about it.
It's like, hey, I marked my territory. Don't you dare think about it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, guys, you literally are like you live in it's a fictional world. Like, it's fantasy. So there's no reason to be like that about it. Like, I think that they kind of might take it to that extent where they're like, I'm really a mermaid,
Bitch. Wow. Yeah. Next thing you know, we're going to be, reading stories about mermaid murder, or something.
That would be an interesting story.
Yeah. It'd make a great TV show. Huh.
Ooh, somebody tell Eric Douglas, write a book.
That's true. It very well could. Yeah. I mean, I have this impression of mermaids are nice to see as divers. We'd love to, be underwater, encounter a mermaid. That's a good thing. I think it's, it's kind of one of those things you're like, it's a fairy tale kind of thing that you wish would be real, It's like, and the pirates back in the day, they had been to sea so long, they thought they saw mermaids. And later we found out, like, no, that was a manatee. You were just really hammered on rum, and you thought that was a friggin' mermaid. It was a manatee. It was obviously very good rum. It served its purpose. But that combined with being a little bit too much at sea, I think, played into that whole
a little too much sun exposure.
Yes, exactly. But, yes, Bubble Boy.
That reminds me of episode 327 of Scuba Radio.
Yeah.
When you brought some mermaids in. And I don't know if you remember the mermaid. I had to hold the mermaid, and the stool broke underneath me while I was holding the mermaid.
So you had a mermaid that was a little too much on the heavy side.
How much did she weigh?
Yeah, was it a guess your weight contest we were doing at the time, or I don't know?
Wouldn't say, but
might have blocked it out.
She snapped his femur. If that gives you an idea.
Wow. Care to say which mermaid that was?
She was in a wheelchair for 6 months.
Yeah. Which mermaid was that? I don't remember this.
That was Mermaid Crystal.
Really? So,
oh God,
I was gonna say no names, but okay.
Yeah, well,
She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine.
You know what? I remember this now. And she said, if you ever bring this up on the air again, I'll kill you.
Kill you, yes.
I got the good end of that deal.
The doorbell rang.
Yeah, exactly. Our little mermaid minions have been. They're at Bubble Boy's door to take them out as we speak. Yeah, no, I mean. Yeah, we've had quite the history with mermaids over the year, but it's all been fun and games and stuff, and just part of the whole thing. But what I like about it is that when we're out at the dive shows, the mermaids draw a lot of attention. And the people that are walking around with their kids and their families and everything come up and they're like, oh, Scuba Radio, oh, there's a mermaid. And, a little boy or a little girl comes up and says, oh, do you know Ariel? And the little boy's like, oh, my gosh, I really like you. I don't know why. And yeah, it's a whole puberty thing might have a factor to do with that. But regardless, it works. And then the moms are like, princess thing going on. And then the dads are kind of like, oh, hell yeah. And so it works. It works on many marketing levels. And we've just kind of exploited that to our advantage. What are you saying, CJ?
Really no need to elaborate. I mean, we get it.
Well, I'm just pointing it out how it's kind of evolved over time. And then, but the thing is, sure, you could hire, a bunch of models, you just dress up as mermaids, but we don't do that. All our mermaids are certified scuba divers because we use them to kind of, as bait, as you would, like most marine life, if you were trying to reel someone in. Being the general public
certified.
No, well, most of them, not all of them, but you mean Scuba Radio certifiable? I believe is maybe what Jerry the Diver guy was referring to. But
little known fact, Greg, most mermaids also have 2 livers.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well,
in order to be on Scuba Radio.
I did not know that. Yeah, they have to pack a spare when we travel. Mm-hmm. Yes. Sometimes that has come into play, but it depends on the mermaid. Different mermaids, different issues,
different strokes.
Okay, fair enough. But
also kind of decided that we need to start filtering the people who take photos with me.
Yeah,
because of some drama I had over the weekend.
Jerry,
somebody who took a photo of me at a dive show, dressed as a mermaid, posting it, claiming I was somebody else and all this other stuff, and acting like a complete crazy person.
Really?
And,
me?
Wait, mermaid drama is but
it was the person who took a photo with me was just saying these things, and then of course my boyfriend saw it, and I was like, I don't what. It was bad. It was bad. I was like, okay, we need to start screening people now before they take photos with me.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. There's crazy people all over.
Background checks.
What are the odds of you finding a crazy person at an event with 600 mermaids?
Very, very
yeah,
high.
Actually, it might be kind of high. I don't know. but yeah, you got to kind of watch that stuff.
Need to bring your bodyguard. He'll take care of that.
Yeah, that's right, Lucas. That's Kristen's personal mermaid wrangler.
Talking about her dad.
Oh, that guy too. Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, more coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Bonaire is back, and Caradonna Dive Adventures and Buddy Dive Resort is ready to welcome you to the shore diving capital of the world. Buddy Dive Resort is a diver's paradise where you can sit back and relax and get more bottom time than just about any other diving option available. And the diving is spectacular. Caradonna Dive Adventures is your Buddy Dive connection for Bonaire, and their travel experts will help you navigate everything to make your holiday worry-free. Call 1-800-328-2288 or go to caradonna.com. That's caradonna.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio Scuba Cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board liveaboard with you or not. I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive. Dad, what are you doing in there?
I look these fish right in the eye, and they look back at me, and they see right through me. They know who I am, these fish.
Come on, baby, and do the fish. I'm gonna teach it to you right. Come on, baby, just like this. We're gonna do the fish tonight. Now sing it. Do the fish, come on,
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. It's kind of a fishy theme today. Mermaids count as fish, or are they purely part of the mammals? I guess maybe they are more mammalian, I guess, aren't they?
I don't know. Ask her.
Kristen?
Fish.
Oh,
I would
they're
say
fish.
fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kristen says she's more fishy than mammalian. Right?
Yeah. I
You
guess.
made a face
I
that
suppose.
said
Digging
that's
that
kind of
hole
weird.
deeper.
Cold-blooded.
Okay. Bubble Boy, he hasn't had much luck in the mermaid world. Last one he got close to, well, sat on him, I guess.
Damn near crushed me.
nearly killed him.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
Wow. How unfortunate. But I could understand how that would scar his whole feeling about the mermaid thing and that kind of thing. But look, there is a lot of stuff going on this week. We are going to check in with our friends from Force Blue in hour 2 of Scuba Radio today. They got an event going on at Vortex Springs. That is coming up. Plus, we got some more updates on our 25-year anniversary cruise, which, by the way, Bubble Boy is going to be a part of that. Vinny Two Tanks has booked his spot, is threatening to join us. I have not heard if he's bringing Harry the Pumpkin with him. Do we know?
Don't bring the damn pumpkin. No, if you bring it, I want to chuck it out into the ocean.
Well, yeah, we could throw it off the top deck.
They do frown on that kind of thing.
They can frown all they want.
Like Harry?
That's biodegradable. That's no
All right.
problem.
Well, for the record, our plan is not to chuck a pumpkin off the top
is.
of the Virgin Voyage cruise ship. Well, that's
at the top of my list.
They'll put you in the what is the prison on the boat? What do
I'm
they call
throwing
that?
something overboard. God damn it!
No, you are not.
Yeah, something's going over.
Yeah, you're going to jail. You're going to go to cruise jail if you do that.
Greg, when you invite the mermaids to the cruise, make sure you get the boat name right. It's not the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah.
It's the Scarlet Lady.
Okay.
Lady.
There's that one. Yeah. They actually, the Scarlet Lady, the cruise that we're going on, has a whole mermaid theme to it.
What?
Yes. They swim around the elevators and all
There's
kinds
mermaids already, like, that come
on
with the cruise.
Exactly. I mean, it's part of their logo. Virgin Voyages, they have a mermaid as part of their logo.
I didn't see that on the website.
Yeah, you didn't look very hard, my friend. It's there.
All right.
It's there. We're going to see them. We're not bringing any with us because,
So they're provided for us.
Well, I don't know if they're for us, but they will be. There's some on display, evidently. I don't think any of them will be as entertaining as
For our
Kristen.
amusement.
For our visual stimulation.
Cool.
Okay. So they have that on the boat. I mean, we'll find out together. But I did see some videos of that going on. What's all that racket? What is that?
Who knows?
What?
I'm sorry, Greg. That's my drink.
Oh, you're mixing your. Was he running his margarita thing? Machine,
What's in
or-
that pipe? Is that legal?
Stick it in your pipe and smoke it.
It is legal in this state.
Okay.
This is my mermaid inspection tool.
Ah,
Poke around
okay.
a bit.
Yeah. So yeah, Bubble Boy is obviously, I don't know, he's lubricating his liver.
That's going to be trouble.
What do you mean?
That's him and I are going to be trouble.
You think?
Yeah. Because we haven't been on a dive trip in quite some time, so that could be.
It's like crossing of the streams.
Scuba Radio. That was the same year we joined Scuba Radio.
What? When?
2006.
Really? That was the year. That was the magical year it happened.
Mm-hmm. We're banned from Carnivore Cruise Lines.
That you've cursed ever since. Cursed that day ever since. And you celebrate by what?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
saying
day
it's gonna
you
be
guys
fun.
started.
It's been a while since we got to go on a trip.
Okay, so you're excited about it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's hard to tell because you kind of sound down.
No, I said it's gonna be trouble. We could have too
Well,
much fun.
It'll be. So you're talking about possibly creating an international incident.
No, nothing like that.
I don't know. Could happen. We're going international.
I
You
do
know.
want to chuck something over the side, though.
Yeah, you can't do that. They frown on that. You know. And that's
if they catch you.
Whether it's yourself or anything you throw overboard, that's an instant ticket to the pokey on a cruise ship. Or what? I mean, what do they call that on a cruise ship?
Hoosgow.
I don't. There's a
The
name
brig.
on a boat. What is it?
The brig.
The brig. There it is.
The
See?
hull.
Leave it to Vinny Two Tanks to know.
Oh, I can tell you a lot of stuff.
The
There's
cooler.
200 and the ship will hold 2,770 people.
Wow. But
And
then
there's 1,660 crew members.
okay, but I'll tell you,
And
they're
there's
not going to
13
have. They're not operating at full capacity right now because it's still they're
no.
under COVID rules.
Quick math.
And
What's
there's-
60% of that?
And there's 1,330 cabins.
How about that?
Thanks,
See, Vinny
Gopher.
is a wealth of cruising knowledge. How many mermaids
and we
do they
don't
have on board?
Yeah, how many mermaids?
I didn't know. I didn't see the thing about mermaids.
See,
but
he
I'll
didn't
do
see it
some
either.
checking.
What
Well,
the
he's
hell?
got to learn.
I think you're making this up.
No, Google it.
Who thinks he's
But to
making
the
that up?
website, it tells you that stuff.
Have I ever lied?
Yes, all the time.
Okay,
Who
but-
thinks he's making the mermaid thing up
But this
about
time,
the cruise?
I'm telling
Show
you the
hands,
truth.
anyone?
Kristen knows.
Just me?
You know, Kristen
Also-
even said, she said, yeah, I've heard there's mermaids on that cruise, on the Virgin
She's
Voyage.
even ignoring you.
Yeah, no, she
Also, you
knows.
should bring something red to wear.
Yeah, oh, that's right. They have Scarlet Night. So you got to bring something red to wear, and I
You
don't know.
don't have to, but you'd be out of place. if
Or you
don't
could
have
just
something
bleed.
red on.
You'd be a dork. You show up on Scarlet Night in something blue or something. That would be wrong. So dress accordingly, CJ. All right, hour 2 on deck. We're going to check in with the folks from Force Blue. We got much more coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at scubaradio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to Hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We got the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Vinny, Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, Bubble Boy. Even the Aqua Gypsy might be joining us here momentarily. But before we get to all those folks, we got, I believe we have Steve Gonzalez from Force Blue on Scuba Radio. Steve, you with me?
Yes, sir.
There he is. Okay, so you guys are out at Vortex Springs, which is it's like where exactly in Florida is that over there? Is it over there by Jenny Springs, like northern Florida kind of area, or where? I don't even know.
It is north of Destin. It's in a town called Ponce de Leon.
Okay.
Florida.
All right, there you go. Where they got the Fountain of Youth. I know that much. Right?
I keep looking for it, but I can't find it.
Well, you don't need it. Steve's a young whippersnapper. But Force Blue does great work. Check them out, forceblue.org. And you can find out all the great work they do with the vets and everything. This event that you're doing this weekend at Vortex Springs is kind of unique than to what you generally do when it comes to environmental projects. So go ahead, take the floor and tell us what you're up to, Steve.
Sure. So I don't know why you keep calling me Steve, though. You know my nickname is Gonzo. Come on.
Well, that's right. Exactly. Gonzo. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we have a very unique program this weekend. We have 12 Gold Star children that we are teaching to dive. We're getting them through NAUI. NAUI is helping us do that. And we are certifying them in diving, and so they can become assistant scientific divers in the future for future Force Blue operations, Force Blue missions and events. And so we have children who range from 10 years old to 23, who are all, as I mentioned, Gold Star children, children of our service members who were killed in combat or training.
Right.
And so we're certifying them. We have our Force team down here. They have everything's been sponsored by, once again, by NAUI, by Vortex Spring, Pepsi, a couple of other organizations. And we just did their pool dive yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We did their first open water here right there in the spring. They are absolutely loving it, Greg.
Oh, I bet.
Absolutely loving it.
What a treat.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I know they're having a great time. That's a great opportunity and adventure for them. No question about it, and well-deserved. Anything we can do to help those folks out, give them something special to look forward to is great. But you're turning them into environmental warriors, because they'll be able to join you guys on your next project. And by the way, can we even say where the next one's going to be? Or are you guys still in the works for the new year as far as trying to decide what you're doing?
New year, new schedule. We're getting approached by a couple of different cities, organizations to do them, but we should have it pretty solidified soon. I do have our director of dive operations, Angelo Fiore. He's right next to me.
Yeah.
So he's giving me that look like, hey man, we're working on it. So as soon as we have it solidified, though, we'll definitely push it to you guys at Scuba Radio, and hopefully you guys can come on out again and dive and support and broadcast and all that good stuff. We'd love to have.
Well, yeah, no doubt. It'll be our honor for sure, because we did a couple events with Force Blue last year, and what a great group of folks. I mean, Gonzo and every person that we met part of Force Blue. I mean, they're such high caliber folks.
They're awesome.
Yeah, and it's really nice to see them give back, when really all we should be doing is trying to give back to them. But they're doing things like this. It's just mind-boggling.
Gonzo, thank you for all you do, and also especially for helping out those Gold Star kids. I mean, you just gave me the first warm and fuzzy feeling I've had this week that wasn't caused by vodka.
How about that?
Well, I'm glad I could do that. Although, there's nothing wrong with a little vodka-induced warm and fuzzy from time to time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is truly a blessing, and like you said, we're giving back. It's a great, how we love to serve. All of our veterans, they join to serve. We want to continue to serve, and to see the smiles and just the confidence growing in these children as they become dive certified. It's truly rewarding, and it makes you once again want to serve even more so. And we share our experiences as combat divers, as special operations warriors. We share our experiences with them because their parents were of the same profession,
right?
And they're able to continue their parents' legacy of service. They're able to continue that, which is pretty neat and pretty spectacular to watch.
Yeah, well, I have no doubt. And once again, whether you're a military member yourself, obviously you can get involved with Force Blue, but it's really anybody. You just go to forceblue.org and you can find out where they're going to be, how you can support the organization. But I got to say, we have seen a ton of different groups, whether it's military or otherwise. And Force Blue is kind of in a league of their own, if you ask me. And we've been doing this 25 years. And when you actually see what these folks do, and it's truly impressive. I know I'm gushing over these guys, but I mean, it's just an impressive organization, and they're doing such great work. It really is an impressive thing to see. So, there's nothing negative you can say, or not even remotely, down about any of this. It's just one of the best things I've ever come across in doing scuba radio over the years, Gonzo.
Well, we really appreciate it. And of course, we couldn't do it without your support. All you guys at Scuba Radio, we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it without the support of the public, people who support the veterans. So I appreciate you.
Well, that's fine. And on cue, we lose connection.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're cutting out there, Gonzo. Right at the perfect point, actually. So, yeah, well, you're kind of cutting out. I'll let you go, Gonzo, because you got to get back and train those Gold Star kids, get them certified. So go get to work, my friend, and we'll talk to you again real soon, okay? There you go. Gonzo from Force Blue, forceblue.org. Once again, go there. You can find pretty much everything you need to know. And, of course, we'll keep you abreast of where they're going to be. And we're planning to team up with them on a couple events this year as well. And, they do these reef cleanups. So go to an area like last year. We met them down there in Jupiter, and we did some stuff with sea turtles. And then we went down to Lauderdale by the Sea, did a little beach cleanup thing. And, I mean, these guys are just...
coral study, yeah.
Yeah, quality folks, just really quality folks. And then, our group showed up. And
we helped.
Yeah. Well, I
dove with him. Barry and I dove with him.
Yeah, Barry had one of them carry his gear.
Yeah.
That
was hilarious.
So, despite the caliber of their talent and the people that are associated with them, they allowed us to be a part of it too, which was pretty nice. But yeah, they do great work. They really do. And I'm just being totally honest. We have seen so many organizations over the years, and we support everybody, when they're doing good stuff. Try to support them as you see fit. Everybody just deserves a little bit of light, a spotlight every now and then to kind of get the credit that they deserve. But man, Force Blue is they're really in a league of their own, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive. Really neat guys. So there you go. They're in Vortex Springs. Actually, Jerry, have you ever been to Vortex? I haven't been there.
Yes, several times.
Yeah, what is that, area? I mean, is it a typical Florida spring, or is that even in Florida?
Yeah, I mean, it's right above Destin and right it's kind of between Destin and Panama.
Okay, so it is in the Panhandle.
Big spring basin.
Yeah,
Huge.
it is a big one,
Super nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know Pete from Scuba Board is always talking about Vortex Springs, or Dr. Doug goes up there.
Super nice place.
Now I want to go.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What is so is it just one big hole and you go down? Is there a cave or what?
There is a cave entrance.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of things to do in the basin of it.
Yeah, like what?
All kinds of
like
swim
scuba?
Cruise.
Like how deep is the basin if you don't go in the cave?
I can't remember. Seemed like it's about 30, 40 foot.
All right, that's fun.
Yeah, you can do. It sounds like a perfect place for some checkout dives. I mean, right now the weather in Florida kind of dicey, and so if you're going to go and do any training or something like, perfect time to do it in the Springs. This is high season for the Florida Springs. So there you go. More coming up, including an update from the Aqua Gypsy next on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Conventional underwater scooters can be heavy, unwieldy, and underpowered. At just over 8 pounds and with speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, the ScubaJet Pro dive scooter is a game changer and fits in your dive bag. The ScubaJet Pro uses an eco-friendly jet engine with impeller technology. With adapters, it can even power paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, and all kinds of water sports equipment. It's the most versatile scooter you'll ever own. Learn more and get the ScubaJet Pro at ScubaJet.com. That's ScubaJet.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, I'm Captain Slate from Captain Slate's Atlantis Dive Center in Key Largo, Florida, and you're listening to my good buddy and dive pal, Greg the Dive Master, from the world's first radio show devoted to diving, Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. I love it.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Captain Slate threatening to join us on our Virgin Voyage cruise.
Oh, man, that'd be a hoot.
CJ just looked it up. 15 days from today, we're going to be out there celebrating.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Possibly diving with the Hammerheads in Bimini. That is on the agenda, as well as spending a day in Costa Maya, Mexico. Jerry the Diver Guy, what?
I tell you what, if you make sure we're diving with the Hammerheads, I'll go.
Nope.
Won't do
it.
Not going to happen.
Not going to.
Maybe not.
Well,
it's all weather dependent.
Then I guess I'll be working on it.
No, I mean I can't guarantee that the Hammerheads are going to be there. They should be there. They're supposed to be there.
Snows. I don't give a damn.
That's right. Yeah, you got snow where you are in Manassas, Virginia, aren't you? Isn't that where you're at?
No, I'm not in Manassas.
Okay, but you're in Virginia.
I'm in the mountains of Virginia.
Okay, Mountain Asses of Virginia is where Jerry the Diver Guy is, and
Mount Asses,
and it's snowing.
I'm in the Mount Asses,
and he doesn't want to go to Bimini because he's afraid the Hammerheads won't show up. Hey, I got to say to you when we're coming back from that cruise and we get back and do the radio show, when we say "suck it, loser," those 3 words will be for you, my friend. We'll say it with love, and
Greg, you suck. I'll go.
You won't know until you go.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and get everything ready, get it booked.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'll believe it when I see it. Vinny
Loser.
Two Tank is Vinny Two Tanks is booked. Bubble Boy is booked. CJ's booked.
Get her done.
The Aqua Gypsy Brittany with us right now as part of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad. I don't know. She's been threatening to join us too. Is there any announcement?
Come on, Brittany.
Are you going to make an announcement, Brittany? Come on.
I'm not going to make an announcement this week.
Oh man.
I know. I'm keeping you on your toes.
You are. You're keeping us on our fins. I think would be more appropriate. But how are you, Brittany? What's going on with you?
We're doing well, thanks. We're dodging tornadoes down here, and
well, down there in Naples, or
yeah,
Marco, or where are you exactly today?
Yeah, Marco Island.
Okay, all right. Yeah, the weather in Florida is it blows.
Us too. We had that nastiness.
We did. Yeah. We had a little blow before the shows today. And
the weather was bad.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Is that what that white powder's on your nose?
Yeah, no, I don't think
That's
it has
Miami.
anything to do it.
That's his excuse for a mustache.
Okay. So anyway, she's in Marco. The weather's been a little rough in Florida today. It's just blowing a lot. It happens this time of year. The weather in Florida is better than any other place on the planet, pretty much. But when it comes to scuba diving, if you want to dive off the East Coast or West Coast of Florida, or even in the Caribbean for that matter, right now it's a gamble, and it's not because the water isn't nice and inviting. It's that the wind is blowing and it whips up the seas too much for boats to get out there to your dive sites, and so you have problems with transportation and potentially the wind stirring up the visibility and stuff like that too.
Uncertified meteorologist Greg the Dive Master.
Hey, I am as right as any local weatherman.
No, you're
across
not.
the country.
Not even close.
Yeah, look, they're terrible at that stuff.
They're actually
They're getting their information from the same place that I'm getting mine, and that's Alexa or Siri.
The Farmer's Almanac.
I got the same resources they do. So there you go.
I don't think so.
Well, why?
But Greg, you know what these storms do bring?
What do they bring?
Gold.
Gold?
And shark's teeth.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. So
We
what?
should all go on a trip to Venice.
Venice Beach for the shark teeth.
Hell yeah.
Actually, you know what? Right after the show today, I'm heading over to the west coast of Florida.
Yeah, but you're not diving.
I am. I'm doing that.
No, you are not.
I am too.
You always go to Sarasota. Let's meet up in Venice.
Yeah, well, Venice is north or south of Sarasota?
South.
It is? I don't know if it is.
No, it's north.
North.
It's kind of
Bubble Boy lie. He's a liar.
It's a little north. But
That's what I
Greg,
thought.
bring your dive gear. We'll meet up. We'll go diving on tomorrow or Monday.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Hem and haw, not going to happen.
Greg asked if it's north or south. He knows he's challenged when it comes to a map and directions.
What does that have to do with finding shark's teeth? You just feel around for them.
You asking where Venice was?
Well, because I knew, but Bubble Boy said south, and I thought it was north, and he was wrong.
It's a little south. No, he said north.
Yeah, he said south first, and then he said no, north. And it is north of Sarasota, Venice Beach, right?
No, it's a little south, Greg.
It is a little south?
Slightly south, yeah.
Oh. Bubble Boy looks like he's looking at a map, but I can't decipher.
A couple of minutes ago, you were so confident that you were all, as good as a meteorologist, and you can't even find it.
Meteorologists have no idea where Venice Beach is.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you
do.
very much. No, they do not.
It's south, yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Wow.
Everybody's looking in a panic. Everyone's looking at their phones, and they're Googling maps,
It takes me an hour and a half to get to Venice. It takes me 2.5 hours to get to Sarasota.
Where the hell is Barry when we need him? He'd be on this, man. He'd have this in like 3 seconds.
He is in charge of Scuba Radio logistics.
Venice Beach is south of Clearwater, Craig.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Clearwater. We're talking about Sarasota. Clearwater's up by Tampa, Jerry, and that's not even close.
Sarasota is below Tampa.
It is quite about an hour and a half.
Yes.
And Venice is even further below.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Venice is north of Tampa.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
Venice is not north of Tampa.
It can't be.
No. That's Brooksville. You're thinking of Weeki Springs.
Oh, my God.
It's south of Tampa.
All right.
Welcome. To get you screwed up, Greg.
Welcome to
Cluster F Radio. Cluster F Radio.
Welcome to We Don't Do Maps Radio. I don't know. But anyway, Venice Beach, they have
Sarasota is below Venice.
No, Venice is below Sarasota.
He just said it totally opposite again.
Next topic. Next question.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. Venice Beach has shark's teeth. And the wind and the rough seas does stir up the sand and maybe exposes those megalodon shark teeth that the divers like to go after. So you're right. After a day like today, it could be a good day out on the beach at Venice Beach to go find shark teeth.
Could you do it snorkeling? Is it shallow enough?
Yeah, you could. You got to go a little ways offshore for the big boys to find a megalodon shark teeth. You can just walk along the beach and find little shark teeth there, though. I mean, even you don't even have to get in the water.
I need some shark teeth. I need to.
Why? What are you going to do with them?
I just want them. I don't have any.
Well, I got an extra one.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want yours.
It is one of the things that you have to find yourself.
Yeah.
It has sentimental value. That's right. I have a bag of them. I have a bag of megalodon shark teeth. So I would let you borrow one, but you couldn't keep it.
I don't want that.
It wouldn't be the same. It's like gold and silver. We could find some of that too, maybe. Maybe we'll talk about that next on the world's first radio show devoted to diving for gold and silver and shark teeth.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ in the studio with me. We got Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, a Bubble Boy, and the wait, what happened to the Aqua Gypsy? Did you guys piss her off?
She hauled out.
No, she had to get to getting.
She run like hell.
Oh my God!
Gypsies, they're real transitory.
Oh, that's true.
They're
always running.
Never in one place.
She wanted to get the jump on the shark teeth. I
Never
think.
putting down roots.
She was like, the more I think about this, if I get out there first, I'm going to get the biggest and the best megalodon shark teeth there at Venice Beach. Screw those guys.
She's got to stay one step ahead of the law.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it's one thing to find shark teeth, but she is right. When it blows like this and the water gets churned up, just going along the Treasure Coast there, you might do some like metal detecting along the beach and might score something pretty cool.
You better bring something back cool now. Run in your mouth.
What? I'm not doing that.
You better bring something back cool.
I'm
I
going
to see some gold.
I'm going to make memories.
Shark teeth and gold.
Well, I don't know that that wasn't on my agenda. I was just going to take a little breather for a couple days. Kind of give my liver some time to kind of build up a tolerance.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Flush out your kidneys.
Before our 2-week,
it's a good idea.
Adventure into the Caribbean again.
It's a good idea, my friend.
Yeah, I'm actually working on some big trips coming up, too.
Good for you.
And I still can't say it yet. That's what kind of blows, though. I can't.
Time will come. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
One trip at a time.
One trip at a time.
We'll just hammer this one in.
Get this one under our belt. Get a little diving in.
Our weight belts.
Bimini.
That's integrated.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna rent gear. Did you decide? Are you bringing your gear? Or are you gonna rent the gear?
I kind of want to bring mine.
You want to bring? Okay.
You want to lug that around?
Yeah. Well, see, Vinny knows.
Yeah,
he knows what it's
stuff.
like. Well, we'll talk about that next because that is an issue that divers have to consider when they're traveling around the world. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Time now for Scuba Radio's Forgotten Acronyms in Diving History. FADH, or as we like to call it around here, FAD.
Divers receiving underwater navigational knowledge of scuba. Drunks.
This has been Forgotten Acronyms in Diving History. FAD. On Scuba Radio.
You are welcome.
What the hell were we thinking?
Those gems only happen every so often. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving or scuba, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus, or the home of drunks.
Yeah,
do you remember what
that's? I think that was hatched on a liquid lunch one day.
You think?
I think I remember that.
Might have been the case, but we're fans of the acronym. And it's just what divers do. And so we figured
in the back booth in an Applebee's.
Take that element and exploit it to our benefits, or just, kind of say what we do sometimes as divers. When we're not diving, you don't mix the two. But every once in a while, you have a tendency to partake in the local attractions, which often, includes a tiki bar or two, or some kind of libation that the islanders, prefer. I think that's part of the whole travel experience, that you partake in whatever is available that the locals love.
Like conch pistol.
Yeah, that's a thing in the Bahamas. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's Bahamian Viagra. Might have to do that when we're in Bimini. Or I should say.
That would be a good thing for Bubble Boy and CJ to do.
Okay.
Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But, we've been talking about our trip coming up in a couple of weeks, and CJ's been asking, like, hey, you taking your gear? Are you going to, or what? And I was like, I'm okay if I know the dive operation I'm going to be diving with in advance. I'm usually pretty good at judging whether or not they have good gear. You can do this in advance by knowing which operator they, the cruise ship works with, which we happen to know it's Neil Watson's operation, and I know they run a fine establishment, and I've been there before, and they have fine rental gear. So I'm good with that. Now, I may bring my own mast fin snorkel. Actually, I probably wouldn't even bring fins. I might bring my snorkel and mask, just because, I have a prescription mask for one reason. But other than that, lighter is better.
All right.
So, if I was going on a liveaboard trip, though, like multiple days of diving at a particular place, yeah, I'd bring my own gear. But if it was just a one-stop thing and we're just going to do a couple dives, couple tanks, or just one day of diving, I'd probably be okay just
All right,
doing.
then I'm thinking wetsuit, mask, fins. That's it.
Right. Yeah, and fins would be, up to you.
That way I know they'll fit, and I don't have to worry about straps.
Isn't the water temp 80 degrees in Bahamas?
No.
I'm not bringing a wetsuit.
Not now.
No, it's not. We're probably going to have water temp. I'm going to say in the 76 to 78 range.
Mid 70s to high 70s.
Yeah, it'll depend on the day, Benny. Like
Benny,
today when it's blowing,
he might be okay because he's used to the cold.
Well,
Pacific.
that's right. He likes it a little nipply.
Actually, I never got used to it.
Never?
Well, then you better pack a wetsuit.
Okay. Well, they have wetsuits you can rent too, so you can make your decision on the fly. Especially because Vinny, he's coming all the way from California.
I got all the different stuff. I have a small 3 mil I can bring. A shorty.
Yeah, I would say a 3 mil will do it. You won't need more than a 3 mil probably to do a couple dives and feel fairly comfortable. It'll be warmer than like the Florida Springs,
especially if you whiz in it.
Yeah, there's that. But it does vary day to day because of the weather. I mean, when it's blowing like today, you could get out there on a boat and it could blow in some deeper water, from the currents and stuff. Could be what?
Nothing. Carry on.
Upwellings and things. We get those here in Florida this time of year, so you can get into a situation where it can be kind of cold for us warm water wusses, Vinny.
I think a 3 mil shorty will do it for me.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, honestly, I don't care if you freeze your ass off.
Nice friend.
Nice friend. Be a stud muffin.
Well, I do have the heated rash guard. I could bring that.
Well, you could if you want to. I mean, less is more, though.
I don't think you're going to need that.
Vinny is he's one less is more. I
don't think he's going to need a heated rash.
No, I don't. I think that'd be overkill.
Cold.
I mean, you like to travel light, right, Vinny? You don't want to bring extra
all
crap.
My equipment is travel. I have all travel fins, all that stuff.
Right, but it's always less is more, right? The less you got to carry, the less headaches you have when you're going through, places and stuff, airports. And, we don't have to do that. We're going to just drive down to Miami and be able to hop on on this Virgin voyage and have a time of our lives. So, yeah, and, we would have the option to dive in Mexico, too, at Costa Maya. They do have diving right around there if we want to. It just, it'll be one of those
I think I'll
decisions.
be too under the weather by then.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like a day and a half cruise to get there. I'll probably be a little lit by the time I'll be a little.
So you're going to drink nonstop and not sleep?
Probably.
Well, that's kind of what you do when you're not diving. Jerry.
Yeah, but you can be all right by the next day.
Yeah, that's right. You got to space it out accordingly and pace yourself.
Professionals like you guys.
Well, yeah.
Got to know what the hell you're doing.
Not everyone can be perfect like us.
I just drink until I can't drink no more, Beanie.
Mm-hmm. Well, once again, when you're not diving, if you're drinking, you ain't diving, and vice versa.
That's right.
But yeah, I right now I'm not really planning to do any of the Mexico diving. I'm thinking we may just go play tourist that day, but you never know. We can change our minds.
They have a bunch of different things you can do. I'm considering, they have an electric bike tour. I would do that, or electric bike you rent and just take off on your own.
Wow. Okay. Or you could do a Segway thing or ATVs. I mean, they got all kinds
scooters,
of stuff.
They got everything. Mexican cooking class. I might consider doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what they have?
Tostada.
They have salsa and salsa, where you make Mexican salsa and you dance the salsa as well.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, I knew he'd like that. You
Probably
do
not
it.
a
We'll
good
take
idea to eat
pictures.
a bunch of Mexican before dancing, Greg.
Dancing with the stars.
That's when you take the video cameras out.
Vinny, you could just marry a little senorita and not even worry about
That's what I'm going to say.
cooking.
See, we're laughing at him, but Vinny's going to get all the ladies because he's going to be the one with the moves.
That's right.
We're just going to be standing there like idiots,
Do
and
me
he's
a
going to
favor,
be just
Jerry.
like
Don't use the M word.
dancing.
That's too...
Well, married? You need to be married, Beanie.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah. Get your little senorita and
bad
get married.
idea.
Senorita. Yeah, how's it go? you sing and they flock around you. That I'll be all of your wingman. Bubble Boy, CJ, Vinny. I'll be your wingman.
He says I'll have guaranteed success. I doubt that, but she says I probably will.
She? Who is she?
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany. Right. Well, yeah, Brittany could help out in that regard too.
Brittany told him that this cruise is a hedonism on the sea.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Bubble Boy?
Bubble Boy? That if you make it that, I guess.
That's the Scarlet Letter.
Yeah, that's a different cruise. Right.
Bubble Boy, I got an idea. Bring your ice windbreaker for when we get to Mexico.
Your ice windbreaker.
It'll be a hoot.
What does that mean? Is this some kind of code?
Immigration.
That must be an inside joke.
Yeah, it's a code.
It's an inside joke.
Yeah. Will you care to share it with the rest of the class, or you're not?
It doesn't need to be explained. Never mind.
The icebreaker?
Or my CBP cap.
I said bring his ice windbreaker.
Okay, so you want him to bring a piece of clothing. Why?
Never mind. God damn, you're stupid.
Hey, it's just what I do. Okay, so I don't know. They're speaking in buddy code. Sounds like to me. CJ and Bubble Boy.
I still have to get approved.
Wait, what is that? What are you holding up there, Bubble Boy? Is this something for the cruise?
Yeah.
What? Notification of what? They can't read hearing us right now. So what does it say, Bubble Boy? Speak out loud.
Notification of foreign travel.
You have to alert the authorities that you're planning a trip outside the U.S.?
Leaving the country, yeah.
And that is because they want to deport you, and this will make it easier for them?
They may not let me back in.
Oh, okay.
See?
Well, that's okay.
We'll sneaky in. That ain't no problem.
All right. Well, rental gear then, Bubble Boy, Vinny, no or yes?
I'll probably just bring a mask fin. I'll bring my fins because they're custom, and my mask, and then I'll bring my regulator probably.
Okay.
Might as well just bring everything except your BC.
You just might as well bring everything, Vinny.
I'm just bringing the computer. That's it.
Okay. All right. Bring his computer, and then and Vinny will wear his entire scuba getup in the dining room, I believe.
That'd be amusing.
But like I said, I have a travel light BC. I have all the right stuff to pack.
That's right. He has all the right stuff. That'll work. Chicks dig it, I think. More coming up.
Scuba Radio.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new ScubaRadio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 ScubaRadio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New ScubaRadio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
You're surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Call the police. Dial 911. It's the lobster squad.
Hey, check the rhythm, check the rhyme. Come on, everybody, it's lobster time. I'm Larry the lobster. I crawl around the sea. I'm Larry the lobster. Let's see what we can be.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. You literally have 2 weeks left here to take advantage of the Florida spiny lobster season that is open till the end of March. And then it shuts down until July. And Bugfest at Lauderdale by the Sea. So I don't know if I'm going to get in the water before lobster season shuts down at this point, since we planned our trip there, at the end. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out there in time to partake.
Any lobster in the Gulf when you're there tomorrow?
I'm sure there is, yeah. But I'm not planning to do any of that. I'm planning to just go chill for a couple days. That's all. This is just a short little, beach trip. So
lame.
I don't even know if I'll have time to do that. The Venice Beach thing for the shark teeth.
Probably
as
not.
much as that sounds like a great idea, I don't think I'm going to have the flexibility.
You're not going to be
pull that
allowed
off.
to do that.
I don't think allowed
That's a
is the
family
right word.
thing. You need to be with your family.
True, and
or you're going to be in big trouble.
Well, I could just, I don't know, pull the teeth out of your spouse or children. And is that a similar experience?
All right.
Open up.
I do see a loophole. If one of them happens to get bit by a shark and then you pull the teeth out, if they lose a teeth.
No, I was just talking about pulling it out of their mouth, like a molar or.
Those aren't shark teeth then. They're human teeth.
Well.
Who wants that?
This is what
are you, the tooth fairy?
What? Could happen.
All right.
I mean,
anybody help?
I was going to wear a bodysuit like that mermaid that Kristen was talking about earlier.
Please don't.
Oh, God.
Please don't.
Anyway, all right. So, take advantage of the lobsters if you want. If not, I might just eat some. There's still pretty good options to go eat fresh seafood right now when it comes to Florida spiny lobster. So if you don't catch them yourself, you got a couple more weeks where you might be able to get a fairly good deal on a Florida spiny lobster tail, a fresh one. I might be taking advantage of that over the next day or two.
There you go.
We'll see. That or the Florida stone crab. Or maybe both.
Yeah,
a little bit of both.
Live it up.
Good.
Yep. So
live it up, my friend.
We have that, but we'll have some of that on the cruise probably too. They'll have shellfish available to us probably.
Scrump,
surf and turf,
scrump.
Yeah,
scrumpus,
possibly little jerk chicken,
scrumpus
from the Bahamas.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, well, okay, you could, but we got a little bit of all of that planned.
I'm looking forward to seeing these mermaids you're talking about.
Well, they're swimming around the elevators. They have
swimming around the elevators.
Well, the walls are video screens.
Oh, I'm talking about real.
Well, I think they might have some of those too. I don't know. I haven't been on the boat before. I just saw.
I thought you were talking about real mermaids.
Well, they're real in your mind.
Oh my God. Such a massive disappointment.
Well, no, there's evidently the walls of the elevators on the Virgin Voyage cruise ship are like video screens. So when you're going, from floor to floor, there's bubbles. It's like
That's
you're going
cool.
Like you're going on a dive, and then every once in a while, a sea monster or a mermaid swims by,
like
or something.
The
Kraken.
Like the elevator at Ground Zero in New York City has that.
It does?
Video screens. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You look like you're going
way up or
in the
something.
sky.
Yeah. I think they have something like that going on. That's what it looks like. But we will see. And then they have a giant octopus.
That ought to be fun, staggering back to your room at night.
Where am I? The mascot of the boat is a giant scarlet octopus.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Kraken breaks out one night for some big, beach party or deck party thing, and it, spreads out all over the pool deck. And I don't know what you do with it, but I saw a picture of it. I was like, "Ooh, that looks creepy."
What did it look like?
Big,
Looked
giant
like the Kraken.
scarlet octopus.
Like rubber? What's it made
I
out
don't
of?
know what it's made of. It's made of octopus, for all I know. Oh, you won't know. These are things we don't know till we get there, CJ. But we're all on a discovery journey. This is going to be a
What kind
journey.
of room did you get, Greg?
One with a door and a restroom
I
and
know
a
that.
shower
Is it
and everything.
Is it a water view or what?
I don't know. I haven't got on it yet.
Well, you should know. You booked it.
Well,
You got
no, they don't tell you till you get on the boat.
Yeah, they do.
Uh,
I don't have a window.
No, it depends on how you
getting
book.
whatever.
Actually, could I interject at this point?
No, you may
No.
not. But go
All right.
ahead anyway. We'll let you.
Most rooms have a window, but but on the less expensive rooms, the windows just lets you look in the corridor. So
Well, I mean, I didn't know if he had a balcony or
the balconies are like 3 or 4 times the price. So,
Well, it
yeah.
depends on what you book. And I book something that is variable, which means I won't know until I get on it. I very
So you
well
might
may
have an
have.
upgrade,
I might have a balcony.
They have an outside window. Yeah.
It just depends on how you book it. But yeah, you can have an inside cabin, or you could have one with a window, balcony, or you can get a rock star suite. They got a bunch of different level things on these. But yeah, we'll find out a little bit about that. And then, but it's going to be a fun adventure. It'll be fun for all.
Actually, why don't you? We should get one of we should call you. I'll call that line and have one of their representatives talk.
No, screw them. We're just going on this. We're not doing this for any kind of sales thing at all. May sound that way because we're so excited about going, but nope. We're just doing this. We can tell everybody if we love it or we hate it. But I think we're going to love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll leave it at
Casey
that.
gave us a thumbs up already.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's right. He said it was good, so we'll go with that for now. All right, that'll wrap it up for this week. Till next time, remember, it's always better where, gang?
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
Y'all love Scuba Radio. On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go!
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.